You've been around for a long time, haven't you, in Southeast Asia? When did you first come over, and who was your first team in this region?
I came here 2000. My first club was Gombak United Football Club, and I played 3 seasons with them. And then after, I went to Indonesia, signed contract for PSIS Padang.
When was this? 2003?
2003.
Right.
Second round, 2003, and then I played 2004, 5, and then I moved to Padang, 2006.
Right, so you missed out on a good PSIS team as 2006,
yes.
It was a bummer.
Yeah, so and then 2007 I signed for Semen Padang, Semen Padang, 2007, 2006, 7, and then 2008 I moved to PSIS Banda Aceh and play half season, and then come back to Singapore.
Come back to Singapore. So, have you played much in your own country of Guinea? Thanks, turn up fucking lights up your mom.
I haven't played for my country, but I do play
for local teams in your country.
Yes, I play some good team in Guinea. The team, they got FC Suikans in Guinea, and then I play for Ais Ratoma, and then I play for Horea Football Club.
Right.
So before I leave Guinea.
Okay, so you played for a few teams in Indonesia and Singapore. How do you rate or how do you compare between the two teams, between the two nations for football?
I think to compare Singapore and Indonesia, they play more aggressive football, and and Singapore, I think a little bit they play a little bit with long balls and stuff like that.
Right.
So I think to compare a little bit, I think a bit Indonesia is a bit tougher.
So which style suits you best?
I think I like more to play in Indonesia.
You like a bit of physical stuff?
Yes. It's more aggressive, more, a lot of supporters. It's very, it's very competitive. Yeah, and you feel really, really good. You are happy,
Okay, and your situation now is your contract's up here with Sengkang Punggol, yeah? We're now talking at Sengkang Punggol Stadium. So your contract's expired at the end of this month. What's next for you?
My contract finished end of this month, and then I'll be going back to my country,
right?
Maybe for sometimes, and then come back and see what I will do next.
Are you happy to carry on playing in Southeast Asia?
Yes. It's a nice place to live. Now I've been here for quite long. So
you've been about 10 years now.
Yeah, 10 years now. Yeah. So I think.
I mean, as you've been around the block quite a bit, and you get a lot of young lads from your part of the world coming over here who tend to struggle. Do you find yourself being some kind of father figure and offering advice to these people about how to settle down and how to survive in Southeast Asia?
Yeah, I think a lot of young players, they came down here because they want to play football. But for the first time, I think it's very difficult and to gel with the people and even to get a contract. But I think if they concentrate, I think they can make it.
And how did you first get here? Did you just come on holiday to Singapore and think, oh, I like it, let's go and...
No, before I came here, my cousin was playing here. His name is Bala Konde,
right.
Bala Modi Konde, and he introduced me to Gombak when I first came here. So it was not easy the first year because it was, for me, I was bored and I wanted to go back home as a young age.
Yeah, you're a young guy here, weren't you?
So
what difficulties did you face when you first came here?
The first it was to adopt, the way they play here, the way they play, and then about the culture.
Right.
And
is it a big culture shock from Guinea to Singapore?
Yes, it's a lot of difference. And for the first year, it was not easy. First 2 years for me, it was difficult for me here.
Yeah.
But after that, I started to adopt. And
how different is it? You had your wife and your family here. How much of a difference does that make to you?
Because
you obviously get a lot of free time as a footballer. You just kick a ball around once in a while, and
yeah.
The rest of the time?
You know, my rest of the time, if I'm not on the field, I always spend time with my family, home and my kids. Because sometimes even I go somewhere, I stay a bit longer. You know, I feel like coming back home because I miss them a lot. So that's why you know, it's good to have to stay with your family.
So it gives you a bit of stability then, yeah?
Yes, yes.
So now, next week you're going back to Guinea for a while, and then we're going to see you back in Southeast Asia looking for a club in
definitely.
a few weeks' time.
A few weeks' time, definitely.
All right, mate. Thanks a lot for your time. Cheers, man.
Thank
Bye.
you. Cheers.